Hello, hello, good morning. Well, no, it's not good morning. It is absolutely not good morning. It is good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you this afternoon? I am going downstairs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it hasn't warmed up down here yet. Has anybody made a fire?
Yeah, I did.
Usually when I'm coming down the stairs, I feel warmth. Right now I felt cold. So it's 20 degrees. Well, maybe one of the things you need to do is open these curtains so that we can get some sunlight in, because believe it or not, the sunlight does help. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to make a little brunch. As you know, on Sundays, most of the time we do brunch because we take the time to rest in. I'm not going to say sleep in. I'm going to say rest in. And I'm saying rest in because we aren't really sleeping when we're there. We are just relaxing, maybe having a chat, maybe checking up to see what you guys are doing. I'm just going to rest the camera for a little bit so I can pull up my blind here. It's up, and that's what outside is looking like right now. That's a car there that's covered in snow. That's a car there that we drive around during the winter. And yeah, I have to go to the front now to open this blind because I guess I am the window treatment opener lady who usually has to come down and open the drapes and the blinds, because I don't know, it does help to warm up the place when the sun is coming in through the window. We get some heat energy. Yeah, so now we are gonna get into the kitchen and we're gonna do something. Oh, somebody's making something there. I think my son started making oatmeal. Okay, Javon, I was gonna make cornmeal porridge, but you started the oatmeal, so I'll just pick up from here. Okay? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take over making this porridge for my son. Oh yeah, the water was boiled, so that's a good thing. Just gonna pour some more water in. Somebody keeps my kitchen as clean as I want it to be kept when I'm using it. Like there's just stuff all over the place, and I don't like it. I like to start from a clean slate. So, as I told my son, I was going to make cornmeal porridge, and I was gonna do something special. There's something special that I'm gonna do with it. They didn't eat the ripe bananas as fast as I thought they would have eaten it. Or did I buy too much? I don't know. Or too many. But there's a crust here on the cup. There we go. But I am gonna use some of those bananas right now to make some banana fritters. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna put this away because it doesn't make sense trying to put any more oatmeal in there, because that oatmeal is already cooked. So yeah. And so what I'm gonna do now is put some cinnamon, lots and lots of cinnamon. Now I'm putting vanilla in there because my vanilla is back there and I haven't opened it yet, so I don't need to put vanilla in there. I'm just gonna put some nutmeg. Okay, that's enough. Then I'm gonna put some salt. About a teaspoon of salt. And of course, I'm gonna put some more water in. I tell them all the time, never make oatmeal or any porridge in the thinner pots, because the thinner pots tend to stick easily. They don't listen. They don't listen, because that started sticking already and it isn't even cooked yet. Okay, here. I don't have time to wash any plate right now, so I'm just going to put everything together in here. Somebody else can wash them when I'm done, because I need my sink. I'm just going to put this over here. Yeah, that's it. Just cleaning up the sink right now. Okay, now, somebody didn't eat their boiled egg. And because we are making, I don't need to. Well, my hobbies were, I was going to say I don't need to make boiled eggs because we usually like protein at our breakfast meal or brunch meal. And I was going to say I didn't have to make egg. I could just go ahead and do some yogurt. But I think my husband's going to say he needs more protein. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to boil 4 eggs. Just gonna get 4 eggs to put in the pot before the water gets warm, because they're coming from the fridge, and if you put the egg coming from the fridge into the hot water, it's gonna burst. So I put them in cold water. These are some big eggs. And I'm gonna do the yogurt too, because my husband will welcome the added protein. I'm gonna do some yogurt balls with some berries on top. My compote, berry compote that I made. So that's that. And you know what, guys? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to let this cook some more before I put the milk in. Another thing I need to do is to just get my slow cooker here, plug it in, turn it on, just warm up water, and I am gonna get some oatmeal started because my hubby wants curry goat. So I just got the oatmeal from the freezer. So I got my goat meat here. I'm basically just gonna, it's frozen. I'm just gonna give it a quick rinse. And then I'm gonna stick it in the slow cooker and pour a little bit of warm water on it. It's gonna start thawing and cooking, and by the time I'm finished looking about breakfast or brunch, I will start putting some seasoning on. So in you go with a little bit of boiled water. There we go. You're gonna start doing your thing. Okay, so now I can proceed with preparing the brunch. Now the next thing I'm going to do is get my milk product out of the fridge that I will be putting in the oatmeal. Right, because we're having oatmeal, we're having banana fritter, boiled eggs, yogurt, tea, then I don't need like a whole bunch of oatmeal for each person. A small bowl of oatmeal is good. And I'm gonna cover my egg pot. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put a little coconut milk in here. And do I have some almond? Yes, and I have some almond milk. There we go. I'll take you closer, my friends, so you can see what's going on in Le Pot. There is Le Pot. Maybe make you a little higher. And tilt you a little more. There we go. So I just add milk to my satisfaction. There are no proportions here. And sometimes I actually take out my immersion blender and crush the oatmeal. Because the fact that I crush it doesn't mean that the fiber is not there anymore. The fiber will still be there. So, yeah. So really, after I do this, the most involved thing I'm gonna do will be the egg pot is boiling, so I have turned the flame right down. I'm gonna let it boil for maybe another 5 minutes, and then I turn it off because the hot water in the pot will actually finish boiling the eggs. Okay, so that's good. Oh, accident. Now there we go. I'm just gonna rinse this off. Oh, very good. Okay, that's done. Then I'll leave it right on the edge here to drain. And is not as bulky. It's a little frothy. That's okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the coconut milk in. That's good. The rest of the coconut milk will go in my rice and peas later. That's it, my friends. Now we'll just leave the oatmeal to finish cooking. I'm just gonna get the pot cover here, and I'm gonna, as we say in Jamaican, catch. I'm gonna catch the pot cover. I don't know, catch. Most people will just say catch, catch, catch. I'm gonna catch. I'm going to use English, so me go catch the pot cover on the side of the pot. That's it. Just so that it doesn't froth over in the stove. I'm gonna put my immersion blender away. And we're gonna get started with the banana fritter. Oh, Mamma Mia! No, you can pay like $1 for grapefruit and let them stay here and rot. That's no good. Anyways, I have 5 fingers of bananas here, and I am gonna get a bowl. I am gonna just rinse this out a bit and just get one of my little plastic containers that I put compost into. The plastic and the lid. Now we buy not butter, margarine in these plastic containers. 0% trans fat, they say, I don't know. And so I save them because you can use them. So what I do now is I am saving the peels for compost. And so I just use this plastic container, and I have a bin in the wood room. Whenever my plastic containers get filled with compost, then I just take them out and I empty them. Oh, guys, you saw what I just did. I empty them into the bin in the wood room. Now I have a plastic container over there. The last time I cooked basmati rice, I washed the rice and I saved the water from the rice, because it is said that rice water is good for your plants. So I use rice water on my indoor plants. A long time ago, yeah, I'm just mashing the bananas. There's another one over there that is way past its prime. It's this one here. I'm just gonna add this to it. We still have a yellow warning for cold, my friends. It's minus 17, feels like minus 28, I think. So we're still just trying to keep warm here. And my Jamaican friends and family, just keep warm. I know you're not accustomed to being very cold. And from my understanding, you've been going through a pretty harsh cold spell as a tropical country. So yeah, just keep warm, my friends and family. So using my masher to mash the banana. Again, I have no proportions here. little of this and a little of that. What I'm going to do right now is add my salt. This is about a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to get some cinnamon, a little more cinnamon, maybe about a teaspoon and a half. And you saw I had 5 small bananas plus that other one. Okay, so I don't have cold water because we don't keep water in the fridge, but I do have, I should put on my apron because sometimes I want to wipe my hands. I just wipe it on the apron. So let me go ahead and put on the apron. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is turn off my egg pot and leave them there. They're not finished cooking, they were finished cooking. That is my banana all mashed out with cinnamon and salt. That's it. That's all I'm putting in there. Now you can add a little sugar if you want to, but my banana, it's pretty sweet. I'm not adding any sugar to it. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do is get my wooden spoon. Yeah, I was supposed to put away those. Let me just quickly do this. Just gonna quickly put away these balls. Okay, I am gonna take these ones over here because I'm gonna share the oatmeal in these. Let me check the oatmeal. Sometimes what I do, or most times, I don't put any sweetener in the oatmeal. I allow everybody to sweeten it how they want to sweeten it. But I think I'm going to put just a little bit of brown sugar in there because then nobody will get to make it too sweet. I'll just let them know that I've already sweetened it. So I'm going to get some oil from my understairs storage. So, yeah, that's sweet enough. So I'm going to cover this fully, and the reason why I'm going to cover it fully is because I'm going to go ahead and turn the burner off now. There's a little heat in the rack. It's not element because this is not electric, but I'll just say that the cast iron rack under the pot, so I'll just let it stay here for now. This is not even the cover for it, but as usual, they don't get it right. They use the wrong pot covers all the time. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get my cast iron, my dochi out, my Jamaican dochi out to do the fritters in, because I want the oil to come up a little bit for them to kind of immerse themselves a little bit in the oil instead of the flat saucepan or fried pan. Check out my Jamaican cup. My Jamaican cup. some other special cups too. This is Birch Creek Public School, where my son went. I volunteered with them, and I volunteered with all the schools. This is Heather Heights. I volunteered when we were in the city with Heather Heights. I volunteered with other schools too. It's just that these are the schools that actually gave me a token for my volunteering. Let's just quickly put these things away. You know what? I'm going to keep this out. I'm going to use this to put the fritters in when I fry them. Okay. I'm going to get these out to put the yogurt in. I'm going to have to wash this one out. That's number 4. There are 4 of them. Plates for the fritters. Okay. A while back I bought these at IKEA and they're so handy. I think they were not more than a buck each, and they are very handy. I'll have to get some tea cups from the cabinet in the dining room. There we go. We're done. Just need to get the knife and the fork out. And my ladle and my spoon. That's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my oatmeal over here. The egg is here, and I'm gonna fry the. I'm gonna start. And sometimes this thing, like it's still hot, eh? Now let's get some flour. Now I'm gonna mix 2 types of flour. I'm gonna mix all-purpose flour and whole wheat flour. Oh no, that cup can't fit in there, so I'll have to use a smaller cup. And no, I don't sift my flour. I know sifting your flour can help to make it lighter because you add air to it when you sift it. Maybe just throwing it from above can add some air into it. Okay, so that's it for the all-purpose flour. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my whole wheat flour. This is a 1/2 cup. So I just put 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and now I'm going to put 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour. So that's going to be 3 cups. So I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, I need to get my measuring spoon. And I am going to put my baking powder through a sift because I don't want any clumps. Okay, so that's 3. That's it. We're done. Yeah, see, there are a couple of clumps there. That's it. Yeah. But I just decided I'm going to use the bananas to make the fritter. And I have to fry my fritter. The last time I made fritter batter and I put it in the oven, it's not fritter. It's baked. So I'm making fritter this time. Yeah. So let's just put that there. And then I am going to have some cold water. What I'm going to do is start adding the flour to my mashed bananas first to see how much liquid I'm going to need. I don't want to add liquid and then I add too much liquid, right? And so now I'm not going to add it yet. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add some flour. And I'm going to start folding in the flour. How close are you guys to me? You could be a little closer. Let's see. There we go. That's closer. And let's tilt this back up a little bit. Yeah, you're good there. Okay. So, let's keep folding in the flour. The last time I recorded, my mic wasn't working properly and it locked off everything we were saying. So this time there's light on this and there's light on the receiver. I don't know which one is the receiver, which one is the transmitter. So I can see that I am going to need more liquid because I'm going to add more flour. So I'm just going to add a little water to this now. Yeah, just to make it thinner. And guess what? The salt I just added to it, because I'm adding the water, I'm going to need a little more salt. And I'm not adding salt to taste, I'm adding salt to extract flavor. Right? And you don't have to taste salt when you cook. Let's put some more flour in. I put 3 cups of flour. I'm adding the flour in 3 parts. Today's Sunday, and last week Sunday I cooked curry goat. When I asked my husband what he wanted for dinner this week again, chicken or curry goat, and he said curry goat. So we're gonna do curry goat. Now sometimes people call goat meat mutton, and it's not mutton, it's goat. If you come here and you ask for, guys, guess what I did? You believe what I did? Ah, I put on my sweater on the wrong side. Look at that. If you're Jamaican and you're watching this video, drop it in the comments and tell me what we say when you put your clothes on the wrong side. Go ahead, let's have a conversation. What do you say? What was I saying? Yeah. My sister-in-law, well, past sister-in-law, said when she came to Canada first, she went into the meat shop and she asked for mutton, and she really wanted goat meat, but she asked for mutton because I guess she was trying to be stylish, to say instead of saying goat meat she said mutton. And she said she was cooking the thing and she was saying, this doesn't taste like goat, this doesn't taste like goat. And I think she said even how it was cooking was probably frotting a little or something like that. And then when she realized that she was asking for the wrong thing. She should have asked for goat meat and not mutton. Because when she asked for mutton, she got sheep meat. Yeah, so see? This is good. This is good. And that is the reason why I didn't want to go ahead and add a bunch of water, right? I can feel my oil and smell my oil getting pretty hot. And that's one of the reasons why when you use the Dutchie, it doesn't burn, like your oil doesn't burn so quickly like when you use your saucepan or your fry pan. And so it's better to use your Dutchie. So see, it's done mixing, guys. Done mixing. And all we're gonna do is start dropping them, but I'm gonna give the batter maybe about 5 minutes to sit just a bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just rinse out these things. What's your favorite thing to cook for breakfast, my friends, especially Sunday morning breakfast? Because this is a Jamaican household. We eat breakfast every day, but we go a little further on Sundays when we're looking about breakfast. We eat dinner every day, but on Sunday and even on Saturday, dinner is a bit more special. And I think it's because you get the time as a family to sit and to enjoy your meal and to enjoy each other. So yeah, drop it in the comments. If you are from a different culture, share a recipe with me that I could try. That would be nice. Let's do it. I think I want to use a metal spoon to drop it. Let me turn this down. The hot oil is so hot. Gotta drop a few more in so that it can share the heat and the heat doesn't roast the couple that I just put in. Okay, so now it's better because I don't want them to get roasted before they're fried. Yeah, the oil was way too hot, my friends. See what happened? Because the oil was so hot, started roasting before it was cooked. So yeah, I waited a bit too long to drop my fritters. So what I'm going to do is just take these out, the two that kind of got roasted. I know when you look at me. Yeah. Okay, so don't never wait too long to put your fritter batter in. That was way too long. Okay, let's just do this. Let's turn the burner off. Okay, let's just put this back in to finish up. They are very brown, but large. Look at that. They're very brown, but look, the batter is now cooked. Believe me, guys, I don't generally do that. I just get carried away. So now I'm making smashed. I can either choose to show you the boo-boo, or I can just take these ones out and pretend it never happened and just drop some new ones. because even this tastes so good. Very good. Tastes very, very good. Okay. I'm going to turn this back on. Here we go. It is so good, guys. So good. Here. Okay, there we go. Okay. No. Usually, I put them on some hand towel. However, my hand towels are finished. So, they're not going to see any hand towel. I'm just going to take them up the side of the pot and just do a thing like this and take them out. Although I just tasted one and it's not like very oily, because that's one other thing. When you make the oil hot enough, the batter doesn't pick up a lot of oil, but I made it way too hot. Way too hot. So, yeah. Don't do that, my friends. Don't do that. Okay, I turned out the burner and I turned it back on. So, see how brown they are? Just as brown as I am. Okay, so let's do that again. What we want is the oil to be hot enough so it can take its time and cook the batter, so that, and yes, I mean cook, because in our culture we tend to think sometimes like cooking means boiling, but cooking, you can cook with different methods. One method of cooking is frying, and so now I am cooking my batter through frying, and I need to make it just hot, the oil just hot enough so it can take its time and the heat soak through, so I'm not left with a raw center. Right? That oil was just too hot. And I'm gonna flip it. I think I can make them a little smaller too. But the batter tastes good, very good. Okay, so now I have my oatmeal, which I believe I may have to thin out a bit by the time I'm ready to share. Because just like cornmeal porridge, when you do oatmeal and you put it to sit, it does get pretty thick. And then we have 4 eggs here. I think I need to drink some water. It's almost 3 o'clock and I haven't had my first glass of water yet because I woke up later. See? It's taking its time to fry lightly. I flip them and the inside is getting cooked without them getting so brown. They're not burnt, they're just very brown, and that's not how I wanted them to be. I don't know, maybe I will leave some of the batter for later, I don't know. Now, if I take the first one I put in and I squeeze it against the side like this, you don't see any raw batter coming out, right? So you know it's cooked nicely, okay? So that's just it, guys. You just gotta make sure it's not too hot. I can't tell you what temperature because I didn't measure the temperature. But yeah, you don't want to end up with a raw center. There we go, we're ready. Ready to come out. And when they come out, they still have heat. So they'll still be cooking until they, I got burned. They'll still be cooking until they get cool. Now, I'm not getting any oil out of them. I'm not even going to squish that one. Okay, I'm thinking if I do, I don't know, 4 more, I need to call them soon. Maybe I should call somebody to come. Guys! The game starts at 3! I think I have enough for brunch. I can just leave the batter, and then later after dinner we probably could do this, because you can have something like this for dessert too, right? I'm just positioning them so I can fit a couple more, and I think that's going to be the last fry until later. There we go. 2, 4, 6. I'm going to try to fit 8 in here. 7, 8. Okay, there we go. Now I am going to put away the rest of the batter until later. Okay, I'm just going to flip these. There we go. Number 2 flip, number 3 flip, number 4 flip, number 5 flip, number 6 flip, number 7 flip, number 8 flip. So when I'm done here, we'll be able to get maybe about 3 fritters each. That's enough with the porridge and the egg. Okay, let's just cover this. I'm gonna stick it in the fridge. Okay, we have pepper and salt for our eggs. I'm just gonna start assembling things. No, that's too narrow. Did you turn on the TV? And let's just drain. Oh, before that, let's attend to our lovely fritters because we don't want them to get too brown now. Okay. So I am going to, Jadon, make sure the table is clear.
The table?
The table in there because we're going to watch the game. So that's that. And then, actually, let's turn you off and take you out. Ready to come out. Ready to come out, my friends. Okay, so guys, you see what I'm talking about? You saw the amount of oil I started with. And you can see, let's see if you can see. No, you can't see that much, but yeah, that's it. The fritters barely soaked up any oil. And that's what I like. When you make it warm and hot enough, it doesn't soak up much oil. Still, you don't want to make it too hot because you saw what happened there. But yeah, let's move this pot over because Jadon, I don't think I need these big plates for the fritters because I'm just gonna serve the fritter in one in the same bowl I put them in, and then everybody can take from there. Okay, so I'm gonna put back these plates. Don't dirty up what you don't need to dirty up. Daddy, time to come down.
What? You're recording.
Put the fritter plate in there and the bowl with the egg. We're taking everything in. I want to see the game. And you're also going to take in these. This is what we're going to serve. We're going to use when we're having the fritter. I don't know we need I'll give you guys four. Thank you. I don't know if they're going to use pork, but I am getting some breakfast pork. You don't have breakfast pork, right, guys? The breakfast forks are smaller than the regular forks. I found two here. No, this is a regular fork. And then we're gonna need spoons for our porridge. So, and we're gonna need spoons, smaller spoons for the yogurt. Four small spoons. And so what we can do is just put all the forks and the spoons that we are gonna need in one bowl. We can take these in, Jadon. And these are for the fritters and the egg. And can you tell them it's time to come down, please, Jadon? You know what, guys? I said I was going to do the yogurt. I'm going to leave the yogurt for now. The little table there is not wide enough to be accommodating much more. We're also going to get some, I'm not going to do my herb tea this morning. I'm going to go with convenience. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 tea bags. Yeah, get 4 cups from the cabinet for me, please. Yeah. I don't want to take this off until they come down. But I may have to. I wanna run to you. Ooh, ooh. And if I come, where's Daddy? To you. Ooh, ooh. Tell me, will you say, or will you
Oh, you're asking that?
run away? Yes, it's him. Put these in there, please. Thank you. Jadon, here's a teapot with some hot water. I'm gonna share the porridge and then we can start eating.
Take this.
Careful, it's very full. Now, stir this up. I'm just gonna use my ladle to ladle the porridge into the bowls. I make a whole pot of porridge, whole pot of oatmeal, so we are going 2 ladles at a time. Okay, that's 4. That's 4. Jevon and Jadon, come for your porridge. Your oatmeal. One's for you, one's for Jadon. And somebody say grace. This is Daddy and I. I'm going to take this in. So, okay guys, we are going to go on in.